Alright, for those of you that want to learn how to get the best mileage out of your Tesla using the battery pack, here's a little info. Alright, it tells you there with the range about 204 miles. I'm currently drafting behind this car, doing about 64 in a 65 zone. Alright, if you look here in the monitor, there's my average for the past 30 miles. The most important thing you want to see is your projected. Right now I'm heading towards Savannah, Georgia. So if you look over here, Savannah, Georgia, and your actual miles to there is 140 miles. Sorry for it to being so jumpy. 139 miles. Okay, baby. So 179 miles projected. Uh-oh. I'm losing my buddy. So now I'm on my own. So now we're doing about, let's say, 70 miles an hour. You can see the range went up to 169 miles, 156 is climbing. And I have 139 miles to go. If you look up here, I have the warning. It's a little bouncy over here. I have the warning that says if you don't slow down before 65, you won't reach your destination. That one I kind of ignore because unless it shows up on this one here, you're okay. You know what I mean? Once it shows up here, that's when it's like, oh, really? You got to pay attention to it. But as far as this goes, it's kind of like morning. So it says I'm going to get around 6%. So it should be okay. As long as I keep my eye on my projected range, 143, I want to be around the same as how many actual miles I have left. I have Wazi going on over here, Waze, whatever you guys want to call it. And that one tells me also how many miles I have left, 138. So it's pretty much accurate for both. So right now it's at 151. So if I continue this course, it's see right there. There it is. There's that little sign that I want you guys to see, and it went away. That comes and goes as far as we're going uphill or downhill, you know. But yeah, keep your eye on the projected. I usually do 30-mile instant range, 134 miles go 138. I'm gonna try to find some other car that's doing about the speed limit, maybe a little more, to draft behind, and you'll see maybe after 30 minutes that actual notice will go away. All right, so those of you that are interested, that's pretty much what you want to look into, and stay within the range of what's projected. All right. A couple other things I wanted to go over is your settings. So right now I have it on low. I guess more aerodynamic would be very low, but it wears out the tires, and since I'm going a further distance, I don't want to do that. So that's driving. I have it on chill mode. All right, that way if I hit the accelerator, it doesn't like gun it and then use more kilowatts. So I leave it on chill, and I also have it on range mode on. So if you read what range mode does, range mode will save energy or reduce the climate control power. It will also distribute torque between the motors to improve range. Heating and cooling in the cabin may be less effective. Well, from what I understand, I think it goes down to actually one motor. So there's a car passing me there. So let's see if we can kind of get behind him and try to draft behind him for a little bit. He's going a little bit faster than the speed limit, so let's kick it up a notch. A little more. You can see that I'm look, there's a car there. Let's report him. Car. Report your hazard, shoulder, and vehicle stopped. Alright, so now we're drafting behind this guy. He's doing about 78. Speed limit is about, let's see, 70, if you guys can see that. So you'll see here, once I get back to my range, I was actually still have the sign up there saying now 60 miles an hour. Still say 6%, 118 miles to go, and I have 111 projected. So you're going to see that go down or up as it goes. But either way, 5 miles not a big deal. I'll get there, no problem. Once I find a car going a little bit slower than this, I'll go behind them. But you know, it's jumping around 110 up and fluctuating. We're going uphill now. There's actually an incline. Let's go to the actual headwinds. Let's go over here and change it to a browser. So you can see here I'm getting a lot of crosswind, and I'm getting a lot of front wind. What do you call headwind, rather? Tells you my direction in north and where the wind is actually hitting from. There's a blue marker. You see the blue hitting it on kind of like an angle. And it shows you the elevation, but updates every so often. So right now I know we're going on an incline, so that should update and change to go on an incline. There it goes. Grade. I don't know if that's elevation, about 50 feet. So this is a good program. You guys can set it up at TeslaWinds.com and set up the account for your weather, as well as I forgot the other thing you had set it up for. And that's it. And it just keeps on updating as it times out. So it's not really accurate to the second. It just updates every so often, and it'll tell you your next position update as well as next elevation. So it's kind of cool to see where the wind, if you have a headwind or not. But I need to leave it on the other one, because if I don't know where my projected is. So I'm still drafting behind him. I have 104 projected, 116. So once I come across cars going a little slower, I'm gonna hit it. But you can see it's 167 miles. But you know, you can't trust that. You gotta look at projected. Projected is the only way to go on your consumption. You know, on here I got another 150 miles on here. So it's a bit mild difference from them, from the ways to there. So it's off a little bit. 103. I got a car coming out that looks like it's going to be going slower, so I'm going to go behind him, drop my speed down to probably 70 miles an hour. Set up 70, 78. This guy's moving. You know, he's a small car, so if we can get a bigger car, like an SUV, it'll displace more wind, and we'll have better, you know, drafting. So there's a car coming up. It looks like he's doing a little more. So let's go behind him and see what speed he's doing. He's doing pretty good. Still doing 77. 77. Approaching. The other guy's gone. You can see he's way gone. He's going fast. He's moving. So let's see what this guy's doing. I'm reaching about the 1 car length I have set to. You guys can see here, you can adjust the setting. I have it at 1 because as the closer you are to the car, the better the draft is. Alright, so he's doing about the speed limit. He's doing 69, almost 70. And you're going to see the actual change. It's 113 and it's dropping. Look at that go. 121. So he's cool to be behind. I'll be behind him for a while. You know, I still got another 114 miles to go. 120 miles, doing 70 miles. I still have the warning below 60, but it's not over here, so it's good. You know, so as we go forward, I'll update you. 113 miles to go. Get there around 2 a.m. Another hour and 47 minutes of traveling. Projected 121 if I maintain this speed behind this car. If I do find an SUV going a little bit faster, maybe, you know, that'll be a lot better because the draft will be a lot bigger. It's hard to find. Oh, he's changing lanes. Let's change lanes with him. Maybe he doesn't know I'm drafting behind you. I think people get worried and freaked out because you're basically tailgating them, I guess, in a way. You know, that's why I rather choose an SUV or a truck, because they're bigger and they don't get worried as much. But hey man, that's the life of the Tesla until they have a 680-mile battery pack like in the Tesla Roadster. This is what we got to deal with. Conserving energy. So let's go from here. Still got 68. This guy's doing a speed limit. He's a law-abiding citizen. I got a car coming from behind me, coming quick. Looks like a truck, SUV. Maybe we'll follow him for a little bit if it's not too much. I got 132 mile projected, 110, 112. This is why it's an autopilot, because you're still in control. You gotta check the gauges. This is a truck actually, but he's moving. Yeah, he's moving, man. Later, buddy. So we'll stick behind this guy for a little bit. See what happens. I'll let you update you guys when I get closer to the actual charging station in Savannah. Going back to Jersey. Alright, guys. Alright, I managed to find a truck doing the speed limit, which is 70 miles an hour. There he is. Little Kronos transport truck. What's up, buddy? Thank you for the draft. Alright, so now we still have this, the warning on there. Now we're down to 5%. Okay. At 74 miles. We got an hour and 12 minutes to go. Alright, and we're looking projected at 88 miles. So we're good, you know, as long as we see keeps it up, we're gonna be alright. You know, even when you get off the exit, you know, you're not using all that kilowatt. You're gonna go, turn left, turn right, gas, let go, gas, accelerate, and then, you know, then slow down. So it's gonna balance off at the end. So I'd say I project we're gonna get there with like maybe 5% or maybe a little less. But either way, we're gonna definitely get there. So it's still 86, 87 with 73 miles. So we're good, man. As long as this guy keeps his speed and keeps it going, we'll be a-okay. Shake, shake, shake. 105 projected there, which is never right. It's really 73. If you guys want to see, oh man, he's changing lanes on me. Now he didn't let me know. If you guys want to see still getting a headwind. It's not too bad. It's coming on the angle. We passing him right here. Another truck in front of him, so he decided to change lanes. This guy probably has a better draft than the other guy, but we'll see. So here we go. We got 40-foot elevation, headwinds, a little bit of a crosswind. We go ahead and change lanes over here. Stay behind him. Throwing cigarettes out the window there, guy, huh? Passing a truck, Tesla? A truck? A truck. I guess she doesn't want to talk now. About 8.7 mile per hour winds. Still 72 miles. So let's go back to projected because he's making all these maneuvers. Alright, we still got a projected 80, 71 miles. We're good, man. I'm going to update you when we're close, about like 2 miles out, and we update from there. Alright, here's an update. So we have 35 miles left. Alright, we still got that warning right there saying 60 miles an hour. My projected is 47. Right now there's a truck I actually been behind. Actually, the other truck I was behind, I changed. This truck that's in front of me now showed up right here, passing us doing 5 miles more than the speed limit. So I decided to go behind him. That's where you see this curve go up, and then he slowed down to the speed limit, and then he went up, and now we're behind 3 trucks. So that you'll see the range actually get better. There's one truck. I gotta slow down so I don't break the speed limit. So now you saw here we're doing good with behind that second truck. And now I'm changing lanes. I went back up to 35 mile projected at 34. Alright. Oh, look at him. He's hitting his brakes. I guess he doesn't want me behind him. Let me lower down a little slower. These guys, they don't like cars drafting with trucks. It's alright. I'll go to the next truck over there and draft behind him until he passes me. Let's see what happens. Alright, so 3% that's what it says I'm going to get there with. Probably going to update. I'm probably not going to get there until, man, ever since the update, this changing lane thing is so aggressive now. Before it used to be smooth, now it's just like, curve into it. I got the truck behind me now. I guess he's drafting me. But it's pretty cool. You see that straight line? That's pretty good. We're doing like an average of like 420 or something like that. and then you have all these like lane changes and going around other trucks and drafting. So you can see kind of what's going on. 36 projected. They used to have 33. You know, and we're doing about 68 miles an hour. I don't know what that guy was doing. He was speeding. Now he's slowing down. Now he's speeding again. So I don't know what they're talking about. Wish I had a CB radio, man. But there's a truck coming up ahead. I'm gonna bring it up to 70 miles an hour, the speed limit. All right. See, I'm on yellow. 50 miles still to go. It says for the battery, 29 miles. Well, the Waze says 29 minutes, 32 miles. Same thing over here, 32 miles. Gonna get there 3%. And 36 miles projected. So we're good. You know, I'm not too worried about it. I'll update you guys when I'm a little closer, I guess. Just keeping you updated. Alright. So, as you can see, we're behind this truck.
In 6 miles. Exit to exit 104, Savannah, Hilton Head International Airport.
So you can see we found this truck again. He's doing the speed limit, which is great. All the other trucks are going slower than the speed limit. So, all right. So we're in the red. We got 15 miles. All right, left. We're in the red. As you can see here, we're going to drive with 1%. It projects it at. We got 7.8 miles to go. 14 minutes. On here we have 7 miles to go. So I don't know. This is telling me to take 5.3 miles to the exit. This one says 0.5 miles to take an exit. I don't know what's going on with that. But I'm going to stay the course. They both show according to the left. My projected is 11 miles. So 7.3 to go. So I'm going to make it with 3 miles extra. So we have 14. Oh, we got the bus. We got this guy going off the road. Where you going, buddy? Going off the exit? Yeah, he's getting off the exit. So we gotta stay the course. Hi, buddy. Thank you for drafting. Appreciate it. All right, can't go too fast now. So we gotta stay the course. Let's see, projected 10 now. We gotta slow down. Yeah, you can go down to 65 miles an hour. Slow down, man. So I can guarantee I have battery to make it. We got 9 miles projected with 6 miles. We'll see what happens. Some cops reported ahead. 12 miles. Alright, I'll see you guys at the charging station next. Let's see if we can make it or not.
In 1.6 miles. Stay to the left to economy, oversized vehicle parking.
Alright, we got 6 miles. You guys can see here, there's a yellow line right there, limiting my actual kilowatt torque, I guess if you want to call it. You know, it's good because we're going to a slower speed when we get to the exit. So your projected miles actually gets better. So I have 6 projected miles, and even though I have 1 mile to go. So that's why I'd say it's not, you know, if you continue on that speed and that velocity for all the way to your actual destination, you know, you'll arrive there with 1%. But because you're stopping and slowing and doing slower speeds, once you get to your exit, you know, you're good. You know, you're not going to worry about it. I still got 6 miles projected and 1.3 miles to go. So we're going to make it there probably with 5 or even 4 miles left on the actual odometer. I don't know what this is, battery. You know, so I'm going to see. I'm going to go here. It's under a parking garage, so you have to get a ticket. That's the only thing. Then you have to take it, show your key, I think, get to the front desk, the parking garage. But at this hour, I don't think anybody's there. So I just go to the booth and be like, listen, I didn't know where to go, and play dumb. And they just wave me through and take my ticket. I show them my key or whatever at the pay booth. Right, so we got 5 miles to projected, 0.8 miles till our next turn. 2 minutes away. Still following the GPS. In Savannah. They have an Air Force base here. This is probably one of the longest legs I would have to do going back to Jersey. So it's not bad. You don't want to do this all the time, you know what I mean? You don't want to trust to bring your battery down to this low.
In 1,000 feet, stay to the left.
Yes, to the left. I've been here like 3 times so far out of the 2 trips I took to Florida. I'm gonna go to Porchers.
Stay to the left to economy, oversized vehicle parking.
There it is.
In 900 feet, you'll arrive at Tesla SuperCharger.
Alright, I don't know why it's all blurry. Doesn't like it. Come here and get a ticket. Why is it blurry? There's the windshield. I'm too far away. Get my ticket. Get over here. Thank you. Alright, here we go. Go under the overpass. Why is this so blurry? What the hell's going on? Alright, anyways. There we go. Now it's clear. And there it is. SuperCharger all the way down at the back left.
You've arrived at your destination.
All the ice over here, man. It's been cold over here. Just so you guys can see, over there is the booth I'm talking about where you have to pay. But they're closed, so I don't know how that's going to work. There's another Tesla here. Oh, from Jersey too? Awesome. Let's go. Let's pull in this bad boy. These things are so tight. Oh, look it. Alright. Bing. So here we are. We're here with 4 miles. Alright, let's just close this up. Oh, look at that. It's a little less power available through your battery if it gets colder. Alright, you see that? Alright, so we made it. Alright, we're going to have 50 minutes of charging. Range is still 5 miles. Here we are. Also, let's plug in. Alright, in you go. Oh my god, so heavy. Look at that. Beautiful. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stalls here. And it's quiet. So now if you want to get coffee or anything, there's your walk all the way down there to the end and up the stairs. So, welcome to Georgia. Alright, just an update. Let's see what we're at. We've been here for about 45 minutes or so, I guess. What time we get here? Around 2:11? Yeah, so 30 minutes. So we have about another 10 minutes of charging to continue our trip. Alright, charging 90 kilowatts. Got 165 miles on it, which is great. Let's go back. Alright, so here's our next stop. It's going to be Santee, South Carolina. And then there's going to be Lumberton, North Carolina. Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Oh no, I have to get up. Oh, North Carolina's big. Alright, then we got Virginia, Maryland, and then home. Oh, I don't want to show you that. Don't know where I live. Got to block that. Anyways, so that's the leg. I think this is going to be the longest leg from here to there. So hopefully we can make it. But there's another long leg there. These are kind of short, and these are kind of short, and this is kind of short. So, and this is short too. So it's not too bad. You're looking at, let's see, let's continue trip just to see. Just calculating. So you're looking at arriving there around. We're gonna be arriving there around 4:36 a.m. Focus on that a little bit. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. All right, so you have 108 miles, an hour and 50 minutes until we get there. around 4:30 in the morning. Projected is 227, and mile is 108, but I don't believe that. So we're gonna sit here, even after it says you can go, for a little 10 more minutes afterwards. You know, only around 20%, 25% would be better. You know, that way you can do a little faster on the speed limit. Oh, why did I do that? Let me just put it back up. Whenever you cancel and do it, it kind of recalculates your charging points again. So let's see if it changes it. Oh, I keep forgetting to show the address. Gotta block that out. It's taking a long time. It was around 3G. Come on. Alright, so it did it again. So same thing, Lumber T, Rocky Mounts, Virginia. Alright, so we're good. So that's the next leg of the strip. See what we're charging at. We're at 194 miles. We have 5 minutes left. Like I said, I'm going to let it charge a little bit longer. Just make sure we have we can make the leg and go from there. All right, for all those people that come here after hours and the information desk is closed, to get your ticket validated, you have to see the airport security. That's the only way you can really do it. So, I don't know what else to tell you. During the day, second time I come here, first time it took a while to find it, but this time it's actually a lot easier. So, but everything's closed, so don't worry if you want coffee, you're out of luck. But there is a vending machine if you go to the second floor. Off to the left, there's a soda machine and a vending machine for food. Didn't get video of it, but what are you gonna do? See if I can show you the cars. There's 2 cars charging, beautiful cars. A blue Model S and a Model X black. Oh, so beautiful. And look, both from Jersey. How freaking cool is that? Maybe we can drive together to go home. I don't know if he's coming or going. By the way, his car looks like he's coming down away from the snow and the ice. So we'll see. Until next time. All right, we're off on the next leg. Just leaving Savannah, Georgia Airport. Going to Santee, South Carolina. Gonna get there 27%. Look at all the snow in Georgia. Oh my God, and ice on the floor. Oh, that's crazy. It's nuts. So, 27% we're gonna get there with, so that's great. Gives me a little room to gas it up. Gas. Battery it up, I guess. Whatever. Alright, I'll see you guys when we get close to the next exit. I'm not gonna bore you with all the details. Later. Alright, I'm gonna do this again because I don't know if I recorded or not. So we got another 75 miles an hour. We're doing 75 in 70 mile zone. South Carolina is very flat base, so you can see it's very flat. The roads are very flat. There's no mountains like the Appalachian Mountains when you get further north. We're gonna arrive with 11%. We have 40 miles to go. All right, and we have 55-mile range. So we have about over 15 mile over for our destination. So it's looking good. We're doing well. Nobody's around. It hasn't been around for miles. From forward or behind me, I can see like brake lights way in the distance. If you can zoom in on that, it's like way there. You can't even see it. But it's going good, man. Just shaking the wheel, staying awake. Got the GoPro going. Look at that. You can tell by the map. Straight lines, just all the way down. It's great. Autopilot is working great. And the auto high beam too, it's on right now, and when cars come approach, you're gonna see it. You see that little bar right there? Right there. That blue light's gonna change to green, and it detects headlights or tail lights when you approach it. So I see a truck in the distance coming up. We're moving, man, making good time. Alright, awesome. we made it to Santee, South Carolina. 27 miles left. It's 19 degrees outside. It's getting colder as we go. What was it when we left? 30 something? No, it was like almost 40 degrees. Something like that. Let's focus here. I saw another 26 miles of projected. All right. There you go. And welcome. Let's go plug in. Wow. This is a cool little travel band. 3B. This thing's horrible at focusing. Open sesame. Oh man, it's cold out here. What's up with this focusing thing? Doesn't like to be there we go. We're the only one here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stalls here. Open field, big communication tower. There's a Holiday Inn, McDonald's, Burger King, and this hotel, which I'm assuming is hosting everything here. Last time I was here, one of these chargers weren't working. Look how beautiful this car looks. Oh, look how sexy that is. That's a sexy car. Just going down the freaking highway with those taillights. Oh, I'm sure it's scary. Scary monster. So, let's see how long we're going to be here for. Let's look at the charger. Unable to charge.
What?
Cabin overheat protection disabled. Battery very low. Why aren't you able to charge? What's up with that? Come on, go green. There it goes. I heard it click over there at the box. Maybe it wasn't in all the way. Oh, I heard it clicking. Looks good. Let's see what it's doing. All right, so we're getting 50, 60. Come on, baby, we need you to go to 100. Don't stop. Keep going. Isn't this the one we had last time? I think we were in the next one, no? Last time we were getting 100. Now we're gonna have to move the car.
The last one.
This is the last one.
This is the last one?
Yeah. Maybe it's just cold outside. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. If it goes higher, we'll see. Should be going up to 100. Last time I was here, it was at the 100 something. But it's slowly going up. We'll see what happens. We'll keep in tune. Alright, so we're at 108 kilowatts now, which is great. Hopefully get up to 120. I went from 50 minutes to 40 minutes because of the charge going up. So let's see how long. I think the cold actually helps keep everything level, man. Because if there's such overheating when it's too hot, it takes a longer time. I think the cold is keeping all the electronics cold and the battery cold, so they actually take a lot more wattage, which is great. You know, even though it is 19 degrees outside. Let's see. All right, we're off to the next stop, which is Lumberton, North Carolina. Projected we're gonna get there with 25%.
Continue straight for 1 hour and 35 minutes to exit 22, US 301 North, Lumberton.
We have projected 154 miles, and we have 121 miles to go. So let's see how we do. There we go. Off we go. Alright, here's a perfect example of how you don't need to do 70 miles an hour or 60 miles an hour the whole way just to get the range. I'm doing 80 miles an hour. I'm following this nice car. And speed limit is 70, so I'm breaking the law. But you can see here, it's pretty been smooth the whole way. Drafting like an 89-mile range, 74 miles to go. We're gonna get there with 6%. So you know, the car could be doing 90. It doesn't make a difference as long as you're drafting and they're breaking the wind. Like, what really matters is right there. You see that right there? As long as you're using the same amount of kilowatt, it doesn't matter if you're doing 70, 80, 90, or even 100. As long as you're keeping the kilowatt the same and not using too much. You know, granted, there is more air resistance the faster you go, but the bigger the car is in front of you, and the faster they're going, the more, you know, savings in energy you get. So keep that in mind. He's changing lanes to the car, so I'm going to do the same as well. You know, I just wish the cars could go a little bit closer to each other and do like more of a convoy mode. That way you get better draft and better actual kilowatt and range out of it. But until they put convoy mode in the cars itself, not just the trucks, you won't be seeing that anytime soon. Back on. So just another update. We're about an hour out. We're an hour out from our destination. So we'll get there with about a surplus of 10 miles. Alright, as we get closer to the border, we are from South Carolina. We're heading towards North Carolina. I just want to explain to people kind of how United States, I guess, mileage marker systems work. You'll see these mile markers coming up. This one right here. It says mile marker 197. That mile marker basically says how many miles on this road it is from border to border. So I think South Carolina is about 200 miles. So it's easier going when you're going south, you know, because it counts down. So when you get down to like 1 mile, you know you're 1 mile from the border going southbound. But going northbound, unless you remembered how many miles that state is, you won't know. You know what I mean? There's no way to really know unless you wrote it down and remembered it. I always forget, and I've done this trip so many times. So here we go, exit 1. So now we're actually getting into North Carolina, and from North Carolina to South Carolina, there's actually a place called South of the Border, right? And there's an exit for it right there. And it's pretty cool, man. They got like fireworks and like games and stuff like that. If you guys can see it right now. South of the border, yeah! We got like fireworks and shows, and I guess it's supposed to be like a Mexican theme type of place, which is pretty cool. Got gas stations and stuff. Fireworks, lots of fireworks around here. So look, welcome to North Carolina. Oh, I went so fast, couldn't see it, sorry. So welcome to North Carolina. As you can see, we're at mile marker 1. Alright, and I think North Carolina is a little bit bigger than South Carolina, so it's about another 200 miles of this state. It'd be cool if they said, you know, when you enter the state, like, hey, we have 200 miles ahead of you to the next border. But they don't say that. So, doing 83, I am actually following this car. We've been going, been doing this for at least an hour. I got another 20 miles to my actual exit, so I'm gonna still follow behind him. From Georgia, I don't know where he's going, but he's all the way in North Carolina. Alright, let's put this back up to match him. So I put the max at like 84. You don't want to put too high. You just want to put it like always 1 mile an hour higher than, you know, what they're doing. That way if they do speed up, you speed up with them and keep that distance. Another Georgia right next to us. So if you look here, we got 29 miles projected. We got 20 miles to go until our first stop at Lumberton, North Carolina. That was 6% in 40 minutes. I do apologize for the jumpiness, man. This car this phone, you know. But eventually I'll buy one of those image stabilizer things so I can actually record without it bouncing around. These guys are getting ready for the salt or something. Salt trucks, alright. Right now it's 14 degrees. And we have 51 miles left on the battery, so yeah, we're just chasing this guy around. It'd be cool if the car automatically changed lanes with the person in front of you, like a follow mode, but what are you gonna do? Alright, until we get to the supercharger, that's it. Doing good, man. We're down to 21 miles. Alright. Objective 13, and we got 3 miles left. So let's see what happens. I might as well allow. We got couple miles left to go. So we got mile 19. We're just cruising along, man. You can look to the right, you can see how dark it is over there. It's all dark. Here it's all light. Sunrise in the truck. 2 is we gotta take. Got 2.2 miles to Lumberton. Lumberton seems like a big city, man. Look here on the map. They're pretty big. All that gray area comes out to here. We're still not even at that supercharger yet, so let's see what we got. I wonder what's gonna happen to all these gas stations once everything kind of turns to electric. You think they'll be like modified over to like electric stations? You know, how much longer is it going to be before these stations actually start shutting down? I'm sure it's not going to be for another 10, 15 years, maybe. Who knows? You know, but look at Paris and all these other countries that are actually starting to put bans on cars inside their cities. You know, and China is starting to ban the sales of certain vehicles because of their emissions. You know, it's crazy. It's going so fast, everything moving to electric. So it's pretty cool to see that. But I don't know, man. Maybe all these will turn into charging stations, and you can just charge anywhere. You know, but there has to be one set charging type, I guess, for all cars for this to really work. Imagine a station that has Tesla and every other charger in one station. You know, that would be pretty cool. Here's my exit. Thank you, buddy, for the draft. I'll see you later.
Then stay to the right to Fayetteville Road.
Let's stay to the right.
Stay to the right to Fayetteville Road.
Alright, stay to the right to Fayetteville Road. There's Holiday Inn over here.
In 700 feet,
Super
turn left
8
on
over here.
Wintergreen Drive, then turn right.
Pretty close. I think I've been to this one. I think this one's like, I think it's hard to find. It's like in the back here somewhere. Don't know. Let's find out. What are these guys doing? Oh, you don't know where you're going, buddy? Come on, we're gonna make a left over here with you.
Turn left on Wintergreen Drive.
Are you going to the Chargers too? There's a Waffle House. Yeah, Waffle House. Always gotta love a Waffle House. Here's our left. Is this the one that's
Turn right.
Oh, this is
Turn
the one
right.
that's in here. Yeah, we've been here before. Their coffee here sucks, by the way. Then they got a car wash. And there it is. There they are. There's only 4 of them. There's a steakhouse next to it, which is great. We've been here twice already. This is the 3rd time we've been here. Let's see where to park. Let's park by the tree, get some shade with no leaves on it. Let's do that. At least this gas station is close. Let's back it in. Alright, cut it, cut it. Gotta love this reversing thing. Beep, 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 beep.
You've arrived at your destination.
Oh, thank you. Alright, here we are. Let's plug in. Let's see how long we have to charge for. Battery's low. Thank you very much. I know the battery's low. And we're going to charge for about 40 minutes to continue our trip. Let's see what we're doing. Wow. Okay, chill out, I know. Alright. Let's unplug this bad boy here. Push the magic button. Push the button. Whoa. Look at that. Oh, get in there. And charging. Nice. A little mini strip mall here. Every time I came here, it's always been like dead in the morning, so there's nothing ever open to go do anything. So it's 5, what is it, 5 in the morning now? 5 something. You can't really see the sunrise, that sucks. There's a stupid tree line, but let's see. Let's see what we're getting. We're getting 44. Slowly ramping up. Let's see. What sucks, I don't like the Tesla is like once you're parked, you can't turn the wheel, so you can't straighten it out once you're plugged into SuperCharger. So always try to straighten up just the wheel before you plug in, because then the wheel is locked. Getting 62 kilowatts here. Hopefully it's going to ramp up to 100, and then see how long. It says we're going to be here for an hour. That's crazy. How many miles do we have to go? Our next mile. Let's say we did continue trip for a second. We're looking at how many miles? 118 miles. That's what we need. So really, we really want in the battery like 220. You know, the way this thing works. So we're just gonna have to wait. Let's go back to the charger. 15 minutes now to continue trip, so it's getting there. Once the fans kick on and things start going, it's gonna be a lot better. It'll actually charge a lot faster. This screen's bugging out. What are you bugging out for? Stop bugging out. What is that? Stop it. Alright, so let's see if anybody wants to go to the bathroom. Go from there. I love that. Free! It's all free! If it's free, it's for me. Alright. Signing out on that one. We're off to the next location. We're going to Rocky Mount, North Carolina. It's 118 miles away. Let's see what we got. I got projected 283, which is really not really true at 241 right there. Let's see what happens when I start going. Waiting for the missus to come back from getting coffee. I don't know what her problem, and getting cigarettes, it looks like. Alright, here we are. Nashville, North Carolina. Projected 20 miles an hour. Got 7 miles to go. Alright, we're gonna get there with 8%. Doing an average of 80 miles an hour. Not really drafting anybody, it's been going on its own. Have enough juice to kind of be solo for a little bit. It's doing about like 80, 85 miles an hour, who knows? It's basically what everybody else is doing. That guy's flying. So, straight lines, man. one thing about North Carolina, man, sometimes the lines are good and sometimes the lines aren't there. So you gotta be careful because these lines will just disappear for no reason. You know, so you gotta always keep alert. Alright, next time I'm gonna see you guys is when we're at the Tesla SuperCharging. Alright, here we are at our exit 138, Rocky Mountain, Nashville, North Carolina. Going into the exit. It's not too far from where we gotta go from the exit.
Exit right to exit 138, US 64, Rocky Mountain, Nashville. Then exit right to exit 138A, US 64 East, Rocky Mountain, Tormoro.
We're gonna stay to the right.
Exit right to exit 138A, US 64 East, Rocky Mountain, Tormoro.
I don't know if we've been to this one before. It doesn't look familiar. Maybe we did it at nighttime. Let's see what happens. Alright, we still got 21 miles projected and 2 miles left. So I think we did pretty well. Just gotta watch out, there's a lot of ice and still on the road. Even though the sun's out, it's still cold. Let's see. It's a little off I-95, about like 2 miles off I-95, but it's better than being broken down on the road somewhere, right?
Exit to exit 466, Winstead Avenue.
1 mile, Winstead Avenue. There we go. About 74, 73. We got a Bojangles. We got a Bojangles here. We got a Subway, Cracker Barrel, Texas Toast, I think.
In 1,000 feet, exit right.
Alright, here we go. 1,000 feet. Wow, the sun's out, huh?
Exit right to exit 466, Winstead Avenue.
Oh, that snow. It looks like people didn't know where the exit was. They just drove all over the grass.
Winstead Avenue.
We're making it right. We're making it right. There's a hospital over here if you guys ever need to. Doubletree. I don't know, can you turn right in this state on red? I'm about to find out.
In 400 feet, turn left on Curtis Ellis Drive. Then turn left. Turn left on Curtis Ellis Drive.
Alright, turn left. Alright, here we go, guys. I think we've been here before. It's way in the back there, I think, right? Yeah, we've been here, right? We parked on the left. Texas Steakhouse.
Yeah, that's where we ate.
No, we never ate there. I think we just sat in the car for a little bit until he charged. But I know we've been here before because it's on an angle. It's on a slope.
Turn left.
We missed it, right? It was not this driveway. It is this driveway. Oh, there's 2 driveways actually. Well, there's ice. Oh my god, a lot of ice. Let's make it happen. Should I spin out? Oh, no, it doesn't let me. It doesn't let me. Make sure you turn it to the Texas
You've
one.
arrived.
I think we tried the
Destination is
Poland
on
one,
your
but it was
right.
slow, right? So let's do this one. Let's do the middle one. 3B. Now we'll go head over there. Where's 3B? Next one. Alright, there we go. I think we're not on 3B anymore, but whatever. Those lines are kind of small. And ding! Perfect. Alright, here we are, Rocky Mounts. Let's go check it out. Plug it in. See where we're at. Wow. I guess I'm using 4B. Let's see if it reaches. There we go. Open up. Yeah. Take it and like it. All right. Green. Looking good. Battery power very low. Let's see. Okay. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. 40. Wow, this is going good. It's a lot faster than the other one to get up there. No, don't stop. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. All right. Getting 106 kilowatts. 250 miles an hour. In Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Looking good. Looking good. All right, we're ready to go to the next spot, which is Glen Allen, Virginia, 131 miles away. I have 248 miles ready to go. All right, gave it like 10 minutes of extra charging. Let's go unplug. Water. A lot of ice around here. Dangerously nice. All right. Here we go. You know, and off we go. All right, here we go. 103 mile projected, 87 miles to go. We're about 78. There's a trooper over there at the Welcome Center for North Carolina. Hey, trooper. Not radaring anybody, I don't know. We're about to get into Virginia. All right, Virginia. Let's bring this bad boy up to 80. Follow the rest of the cars. Next rest area is 36 miles. Here we go. Welcome to Virginia. There it goes. Welcome Center, Kenco. Alright, so we're making good time. We're going to be stopping at Allen in about an hour and 27 minutes. It's not bad. Doing pretty good. These spikes going up and down because of traffic, they move out the way. You know, I recommend, like for example, 73, I bring it down to 70, maybe like 2 miles over, so it doesn't like gut it as soon as they get out the way. And just kind of keep up with it. So they go 74, 75, 76. So you have that gradual pickup. It doesn't go past 75 on your kilowatts. And you will see you have you'll actually smooth out over time, which is nice. This guy's starting to pull away from me. So I'm going to start setting it 2 mile an hour up so I can catch up to him. Alright, welcome Virginia. Oh, we're doing pretty good. We got 27 projected, 10-mile range, and we're in Richmond, Virginia. Missed the sign. Alright, here we are. Oh, look, a Model X. There we are. Look at these beautiful. Oh, they added more to here. Look at all these different ones now. There was only a couple before.
Yes.
The new Model X's look sick.
Cool. Oh, let's go back here.
I want one.
Oh, is what do you mean? That
Turn
amount
left.
was paid? No, would you say we're not paid this month or something?
There we go. Oh man. There we go. Another hour, man. Falling asleep. I need to take a nap. Trying to go straight through. It's a lot of work. There used to be only these before. Now they added all those. That's awesome. Pretty cool. All right, here we are in Maryland. This is the last stop before home. We're at the Maryland Service Center, the Maryland House. We just plugged in. We were getting 114 kilowatts. Now we're getting 98. It's JFK Memorial Highway. All right. The last one before we continue on. We'll be here for another
Where are we going?
40 minutes, still charged, and go from there.
Going.
Where are we going? Where are we going?
Where are we going? To
Where
New
are
Jersey.
we going? Going home. We're going home? Yeah?
Oh no, man. Mommy, where you met?
Where you what?
Where you met?
Where you match? What you got there? What is that? What is that?
Phone.
What is that? Hey, is that for me? Mommy will give it to you. Mommy give it to you?
Hey, you will met. This one's yours.
Oh, yeah, Mitch. Do you see the birdie? Where's the birdies?
We met.
Mitch.
We met.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Say cheese. Can you say cheese?
She.
Can you say New Jersey?